With Santiago Eguidazu. He's the chairman of N+1, a Spanish investment bank and asset manager. Wonderful to have you in the studio with us. Thanks very much, Lee, for coming in. So what do you want to see as a businessman, as an investor? What do you want to see from the new government in Spain?
I think what the new government should give us clarity on the situation. I think that the situation is we will need more pain before we get better. And this is what I believe the new government should explain us. I think people are prepared to get all this suffering which is needed to adjust, and the polls, the election has shown this. I mean, in those regions in which we have been doing very big adjustments, the results have been very good.
So more pain before the situation gets better. Who do you think is going to feel that the most?
I think pain should be distributed equally among everybody. We need restructuring our financial system, deleveraging. I mean, loan to deposits is now at 150. We should go back to 120. We need to cut public expense in the sense that our deficit is now probably around 7%. We should go back to 3% in 2 years. And we need to liberalize the economy.
How concerned are you about the cuts that you described choking off economic growth? Is that something that is in the back of your mind as well?
Yes, but before growing, you need to adjust.
Okay.
And probably we need 1 year of adjustment, but we need the support of Europe for doing that.
What more can be done in terms of liberalization?
Basically, the labor market. I mean, we need the labor agreements to be done on firm basis and not on sector or regional basis.
Just looking at where your borrowing costs are right now for Spain, we're seeing that they're already at levels that are thought to be unsustainable, 6.5% for 10-year bonds. How difficult is it going to be for Mariano Rajoy to boost investor confidence or indeed restore investor confidence in the country?
I think that Mariano Rajoy should go first to Europe and explain that what Jean Monnet used to say, l'Europe se fera par la monnaie ou ne se fera pas, is not true anymore. Then we cannot have rates in Germany being financed at 1.5% and 6.5% for Spain. I mean, we give up our monetary policy autonomy to be managed, but we are not managed now. I mean, Germany should decide whether they want to manage Europe or not. And if they want, they should go for economic policy convergence. And if it is the case, we will have rates which are affordable.
It sounds like you're talking about closer fiscal integration, which could potentially involve temporary loss of sovereignty from Spain. Would the majority of the people in the country be comfortable with that, with economic and fiscal policy being determined by Berlin?
Absolutely. You don't want to be in the middle of nowhere. I mean, we are in Europe in the middle of nowhere. We need either full integration of economic policies or break the present system.
Now, amongst your businesses, you are involved in banking, in asset management, and I'm just wondering about your investment strategy in markets that are clearly very volatile and economic growth that is very stagnant.
Absolutely. I mean, I think next year is going to be difficult for equities, in the sense that the whole of Europe needs to do this some more pain and adjusting before growing. But if markets react and normally react before this, we will see some sectors behaving quite good in the coming future.
And just then a quick one on which specific sectors you're talking about there. Which industry has the greatest potential to thrive in Spain?
I think in Spain, exports are behaving very positively. Our export proportion on GDP is improving much, even more than in other European countries. So any company related to exports will be in a very good position in the next year.
Mr. Santiago Eguidazu, chairman of N+1, thank you very much for coming in. Good to talk to you.
Pleasure.